Alright, so we're in now. This is Enthusiast Workshop. I want to show you what I'm working on here. An old wheel. That base I actually built out of was a floor brace cutoff. It was a drop from a project. I sectioned it in and made it fit so it fit over the hub hole, and I welded this down. When I'm all done, because I'm building this out of whatever I've got running around the shop, whatever I got laying around, literally. So it's going to get trimmed to height. I'm going to sleeve it with a heavier thickness, heavier wall tubing, probably 8 or 10 inches. And the reason being is I'm going to build tooling that drops down in this. I have a tooling post, a forming post. It's in my truck right now because it was at my current job. I needed it. This is going to go where I shall be relocating here at the end of the month, doing specifically fab work. So I'm going to show you guys as I'm building tools to do hand forming, fabrication, basic stuff. I'm building all these tools because I need them, so I might as well show the process. This is simple stuff. This I just, whatever's whatever. It's all welded up. I'm going to sandblast this when I'm done and paint it. I'm leaving the damage on the rim. I love it. Alright, so you see down here, I've got the 4 corners are spotted. I'm going to plate over this, and I should continuously weld it because I'm going to fill this with sand. I want a little more heft to this when I'm done. My forming post I've got, all the dollies I've built for that forming post at present, it's all hollow. So doing, doing, it's not like hitting the anvil. Dead, no ring, no give. So if I pack stuff with sand, it's just going to help me along the way. And what I'm going to use for the packed fill, I've got some of this that's too coarse to put through my blaster. I'm going to use that just to make it dense. Not even so much heavy. I want to make it more dense. I'll show you the old tooling. This is one I built. It was for a specific application. It's hollow. There's too much bounce to that when I'm trying to form. But see, I've got various shapes on this dolly, on this post. It's handy. It was for a specific purpose and it didn't actually work out, but I've used it for other things. This was a sleeve I made to drop in my other tooling post, forming post, for this particular dolly I made. I make a lot of tools. Now, another thing that I'm going to show, this was made out of a fir 4x4. Somebody used it to beat on a rim without my permission. They beat on a rim with it to knock it off of the hub because it was stuck, and they just destroyed my mallet. This was specifically for moving metal. One face was completely planed out flat. The other face had like a 6-inch radius or so. It had a nice shallow dome on it. It was for moving metal. You will move metal more quickly with this big, clumsy looking mallet than you will with this. You will move metal more quickly. Period. So, various tools for metal shaping. I've got a rock hammer. That's excellent for shaping. I actually end up using it much like a chisel. I'll strike the head with another hammer and run body lines and such. This is one of my favorite dollies I've built. It's just a hand dolly. I don't use it in any tooling post. But if you look, I've actually planed it just a little bit of a crown. I mean, I make dollies out of anything I need to. So, all fair in love and war. I'm also going to build some bossing mallets while I'm at it. I'll show you what I'm going to build those out of. this crummy old, it's like a 3x or 2x3 oak. If I can come by a 4x4 oak, I'll make one out of that too. But I'm gonna make hammers. I'm gonna make mallets out of this oak, and I'll clean it up and just sand them down where it's got a reasonable finish on it, so they look nice. But I'm gonna make at least 3 hammers or mallets. One of them will have the flat face with a slight dome, and then 2 of them will have various smaller radiuses. This is an old SOB, and that I will be cutting up and making into a dolly for the post. I'll probably have to cut it off, or I'll either have to cut it off or I'll have to sleeve it square. I want it to go in the post without spinning. That's why I'm using square tubing. So I'm going to use this for some tooling. I also have around here somewhere, well, I can show you, I've got some safety caps that don't have bottles, and I'm actually going to make a mallet out of one of those safety caps. Anything you can do to make specific radiuses or shapes, that's what you want. So as I put together my toolbox for this new gig, I'll show you stuff. So you'll see a video, and I'll have this done with the exception of sandblasting and everything. I'll have some mallets put together. I'm just going to pop in intermittently. I don't have the luxury of properly editing things right now. So for now, we're just going to bounce in and work on the Enthusiast Workshop, your toolbox for basic metal shaping.